Siesta Sand Live. Siesta Sand Live is broadcast from Captain Kirk's Village. It's Siesta Key's home to great food, great drinks, great music, and great times. Look for the giant American flag.
Welcome to Siesta Sand Live. I'm your host, Natalie Gutwein, and we have an incredible lineup for you today. We have world-renowned comedian, Siesta Key resident, Steve White, on the show. I'm sure it will be, it'll be interesting, one way or the other. I also made it out to the first ever Santa Dance-Off at Gilligan's this weekend. That was a lot of fun. If you have never been to a Santa Dance-Off, you're missing out. You'll have to check it out next year. $500 prize to the winner, but you have to be dressed in a Santa outfit to compete. So it was a lot of fun. So stay tuned. I'm sure it's going to be a great show.
The next segment is brought to you by the Judy Berger team, part of Sotheby's International Realty. Whether a buyer or a seller, you'll be delighted with their service. And by Altez Vacations. It's the perfect place to go to find that perfect place to rent.
Hello and welcome. I am here with Steve White, my neighbor.
Wow, off top, she gives away
right
the
off
jewels.
the top, yep. Siesta Key resident.
Shh.
Right, I know. Don't tell anybody.
104.
We're just going to leave that exactly where it is. So,
hey, neighbor, I guess.
Siesta Key.
I do her lawn,
Right. Yeah, he doesn't actually live here, but...
and I'm out in her backyard doing her lawn and raking leaves. And
So back to Steve. You have been in Spike Lee movies.
Yes.
You've got quite the resume. Why
Need
don't you
more.
talk to us? Tell us a little bit about Steve.
I've been in 11 movies and I'm broke. Try that one, America.
You are not
Try that one,
broke.
Siesta Key.
You do comedy on cruise ships now.
I do
Tour the
stand-up
world.
comedy. Thank you. 40 years been doing stand-up comedy.
Wow.
13 of those 40 are on ships. Yep.
That's a lot of sailing.
Entertaining Americans all around the globe.
Well, it's not just Americans. Not everybody, I'm assuming.
America!
Right.
No, yeah, very international, but mostly American, but, Mediterranean and...
You send me pictures from all over the world. All over. Are you trying to make me jealous?
Why are
Is
you
that
telling these people our business?
you travel everywhere? So what brought you to Siesta Key?
I always have to stop my first thought and filter it. Yeah. I was thinking the slave trade, but...
God. I warned you all. I warned you.
Funny. They're laughing.
Right,
They're
yeah.
laughing because they're in the privacy of their own homes going, that's funny. And that's what I was thinking as well. I'm kidding. What brought me to Siesta Key? You.
You didn't know me yet, unless you drove by. I was standing in my front yard.
That's called stalking. Good fortune, let's just say. I was working at a comedy club in Port Charlotte, and the owner, Eric, Port Charlotte, great comedy club, go down there. It's called Vasani's. Wonderful food, wonderful comedy, Vasani's, Port Charlotte. Anyway, it was nice commercial, right?
Did he just pay you? You need to send this to him so he can pay you for that.
Yes, thank you. So I was working there, and he was like, "Oh, I love it. My house is close to the club, but if I had to live anywhere, it would be Sarasota." So that was the first time I heard Sarasota.
And you were living in L.A. at the time, and had
Living in
been
LA.
in L.A. for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll leave that one there. Divorce.
That'll do it.
Alimony for life. That'll get you out of California. For life? Alimony? $3,000, you can have him killed. But no. Alimony
That's
for life.
California.
Thank you, Newsom. So, and then I got the $7 gas. So I had to get out of L.A. So I hopped on my Tesla, drove across the country, ran out of charge in Texas, almost got lynched. Both of those are jokes. Didn't almost get lynched. Don't have a Tesla. But yeah, I got out of there. And I did the club that one year, and Eric said, Sarasota. And so it was in the back of my head. The next year, I do the same club again. And he's like, yeah, my the guy who I know selling a house up in Sarasota. I would buy it, but I'm here with the club. He said you should go check him out. So one day it was a monsoon, and I came over to check out the house on Siesta Key, and walked through the house. Raining, raining, raining. Couldn't see anything except the house. The vibration was fantastic, and without a lot of mishigas, as my people say, I just was like, this seems good. Shook hands on the deal, lawyered up, both of us, to make sure there was no shenanigans and liens and stuff like that, and there wasn't. Very smooth process. Wrote what I thought was a big check, and bought the house. Then 3 months later, I come back, sunny day, and I go over a drawbridge. I'm like, it was a drawbridge last time I was here? Then like
Couple of 'em.
sailboats out and jet skis. I'm like, where the hell am I? And the guy was like, Siesta Key. I was like, well, what does that mean? He's like, you're going to find out, young man. That's how it happened. No shenanigans. Everything went smoothly. Bought the house. I think I was the last one in. That's not racial. In 2019. And 2019 was very lovely. Drove to Miami, came back. Drove to Miami, get on a ship, come back, do my laundry. Drive to Fort Lauderdale, do a ship, come back, check my mail. Go to Coco Cay, Canaveral, do a ship, and come back. It was wonderful. I was like, this is fantastic. What could go wrong?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
2019 was
Very
great.
shortly thereafter, your mother's living with you.
Yeah, and there's a
We've got
pandemic.
COVID going on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it scared the hell out of me because now I have a mortgage at this amount, and I have no job. Like, the ship's just stopped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cruise ships were the first thing that I'm assuming they just thought they were Petri dishes for that to.
Oh, yeah. Remember that first one in San Francisco where they said it came back? And then I was on, like, one of the last ones, Royal Caribbean, coming back in, and then it just shut down. And so we just went home. And we're like, okay, this is a nice house.
Right.
I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. This is a nice house.
Right. Well, I went from never seeing you at all. We had, the neighbors, we all got together one time. We saw you down in Bassani's. But
That was very nice, by the way. Thanks for the support.
it was fun. If you have not seen Steve, you've got to go see him. He's hysterical. You also play downtown here, Sarasota.
McCurdy's, though.
At McCurdy's, yeah.
Home
McCurdy.
club.
Great comedy at
Yeah.
McCurdy's. One of the things I love about Sarasota is there's everything here.
Yes.
Everything. We do not have to go more than 30 minutes, and that gets you out to UTC. Everything else you need is right here, including great comedy.
And Owen's Fish Camp.
Right. So, oh my God, you are shameless. So,
I'm eating there for free from now on.
Right.
Right, Mark?
so tell that story. That's a funny story too.
Okay, so flash forward, lost the job. My sister is an essential worker in New York. My mother is in South Carolina. My dad passed in 16, so she's living alone and was doing fine, but she also has dementia. So we had people, working with her during the day, but she would stay in the house at night. And as the dementia got worse, we got worried about turning on ovens and night walking and sundowning and when COVID hit, it was about density and how many people were in and out of her house every day, right? So it's like, and they had families of their own, and we were
Right.
talking about how many people you touch per day and all that. So it finally got to the point where, I say the family said, but nobody really said it. I kind of said it in my head. Hey, Steve, you got a nice house, and mom is living alone, and her workers are not coming there, and something could happen, and your sister is an essential worker. Why don't you go get mom and bring her to Siesta Key? So this is during COVID, and so this is like mid 2020. Got in the car from Siesta Key, drove to Aiken, South Carolina, 110 miles an hour for 3 hours, just like because nobody was on the road.
Right.
Mad Max in it, and it felt so eerily weird, but it was like, okay, I'm just gonna speed. Got to pick up my mom, had her everything packed up. I rented a truck and put it in there, and then drove her immediately back by myself. So that meant going to the bathroom at rest stops, coming in here, ladies, I'm with the woman. She has to go to the bathroom, and Lysol and hand sanitizer. You remember? I don't know why people don't remember this. It was just yesterday.
Right.
Part of the plan that we don't remember it. Anyway, so got mom here, had a team waiting for her, Silkwood wash down and all that stuff, getting her ready for the house.
Right.
And then she stayed with me 483 days.
Not that you were counting or anything.
483. And I had 3 hours of help with a woman in the morning with mom, getting her dressed and ready, breakfast, and 3 hours of help with a woman in the evening, getting her ready for bed, washed, in the bed. The other 18 hours, all me. You saw me walk around the lake.
Every day I saw you guys walk.
Every day.
Every day.
We tried up and down the stairs, dealing with dementia, dealing with her calling me her husband. I mean, it's a litany of things. But it was.
She was in her late 80s then, right?
No, she was early. Well, she passed. She passed
right.
September, so she was 89. So this was,
okay,
she was
so
85 in there, and good time, but exhausting time. Because even when I had the little 3 hours off in the morning and 3 hours off in the evening, I was close. I had to be close by.
We couldn't go very far anyway. Even though, I mean, that was when Siesta Key was going crazy though, and everybody was moving down here, and it was bizarre. And my perspective on it, I never wanted to get that close to your mom when she was walking by because I was out. All these people are looking at houses, buying houses, and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But it's COVID. And there's all this stuff going on, but we're here. Everybody.
The beach was empty.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was a crazy time. It was like March, April, and the beach was empty. It's like, it's never empty. This is fantastic. So I'd send photos and all that stuff. And people on Facebook were like, you're kind of being insensitive.
No.
And so I listened. I go, what are you talking about? Well, 8,000 people are dying a day where I live. And I go, you know what? I listened. My reality was I got this beach to myself that's normally littered with Canadians. Love Canada. You know what I'm talking about, though. And it's in the high season, and nobody's here. So I walk to the beach with my mom. My mom loves the beach. Walk down, put the umbrella down, sit, enjoy. And that's what happened for 483 days. And she never got COVID.
Oh.
Not once. And I had it. She never got COVID. And after the 483, when we finally decided to put her in a facility, within a week, COVID.
Oh, God.
Never had it with me. Did my job. Sometimes I go 3-4 days without bathing. And I go, did I take a shower? My mind was just, take care of this woman. Take care of this woman. Take care of this woman. And that's what I did. And it's tough. Especially if you there's eerie sound that you'll never forget of hearing somebody fall.
Oh.
It's it makes the heart, and that was 2 seconds behind her. That sound. It's like, oh, shizel. Yeah, I didn't curse.
Right. Good job.
But no major catastrophes, no major falls except the one.
When did you get back into, wasn't your first show at, was it at Vasani's or at downtown?
Why do I think it was Vasani?
I think it was Vasani's because you practiced on us a little bit. You were trying out. Do you have any jokes right now? Any new ones that you're working on or any new bits that you're...
None that I would share. Once it goes into this, it's out there. You know what I mean? But...
What's your favorite bit that you do about Siesta Key? Because you've got some good ones.
Well, Siesta Key. The only thing whiter than the sand is the people. Which is why I moved here.
Right. Well, for those of you that don't know, his website is steveaintwhite.com.
Say that again. What is it?
steveaintwhite.com.
You mean like SteveAintWhite.com?
Shameless plugs. Yes, that.
Or SteveAintWhiteComedy.com. They both work. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and the other thing was, the reason why I moved here is because I was paying this number for a house in Los Angeles, rent, and I'd see the kids once a month because of the D word, divorce.
Right.
And
Family show.
that's why I pulled it. And then I bought a house in Siesta Key, and I paid that much per month, and I own the house. So even if I'm not there 2 weeks a month or whatever, I own it. I get the homesteading. I had a wonderful soft landing from meeting people like you and the Carajulos. And the story about Carajulo you had asked earlier. My mother and I are eating at Veronica's. It's just sitting out there eating. And this guy comes up to me with a Jew fro. And he goes, "Aren't you Steve White?" I'm going, "Yeah." I'm eating.
You thought he was coming up to you because you were famous, didn't you?
Not at all. I kind of hide here, which is lovely. Let's keep that up. It's like, we'll see us the key secret. And so I go, "Yeah, I'm Steve White." He's like, "Dude, you were in my English class. You were the first black guy I saw do a wheelie on a Kawasaki." I'm like, "Oh my." He goes, "Hey, I'm Mark Carajulo." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you, Mark." He's like, "I own the place." I'm like, "Okay." And, long story short, we become fast friends. I get plugged into, a lot of people that he knows, whether it be chiropractic or where do I go for a colonoscopy, who's a good banker, who's a good accountant,
Right.
where's the good
That's
golf.
a lot of what I do with my job is where do you get your hair done, nails done?
Where's
Who
the
does your
good- Where's the good
taxes?
golf? Who's
Right,
got the
yeah.
good food. So, and then, his friends who know cops in Sarasota go, "Oh, now I know a couple
Why do
of
you need
cops.
that?
Just in case. So it made it kind of like, okay, because I was just by myself.
Oh, so here's a question.
Oh.
Of all his restaurants,
Yeah.
which one's your favorite?
Oh. Well.
I know what mine is right off the bat.
I like the Black Grouper at the fish camp.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Owen's Fish Camp is my favorite. The ambiance.
Now who's doing the commercial?
I love it.
She wants to eat there for free too.
Oh God. Well, it's so different. It's not like anything else around here.
The music in the back. It's like you're in Alabama but safe.
On that
That's a
note,
great commercial.
we
Mark.
are going to take a short break, and we will be right back with Steve White.
The following segment is brought to you by Beach Bazaar, located in the heart of Siesta Village. Everything for the beach, and we do mean everything. And by FAM Development, the area's best in custom-built homes. Start living your dream on and around Siesta Key.
And
We're back.
We are back. Steve White in the house.
Nat White. In the house, in the casa. This is wonderful, by the way. All in your backyard.
Yep. Captain Kurtz, they've got it hooked up here.
It's
You can
wonderful.
come down here and sing karaoke.
And I understand the clam chowder is world famous.
It is, yes.
It is. I actually had it.
good stuff.
That's why I like Sarasota. First of all, it's like a whatever. It's like a small big town.
I tell people that all the time.
Small big town.
Yes.
They have like the library. I've never been in it, but I see it. I go, that's a nice looking library.
The
Look at
Selby
that.
Library downtown.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? The Selby Library? Mm-hmm. They have gardens, I understand also.
Yeah, well, yes.
I'm a member. I support annually to Selby Gardens.
So you go.
I say no in the garage. Whatever happened to that?
They built it. You're a day late and $1 short.
No on the hotels. Keep
We
it.
did. We're doing pretty good on that part of it.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. If you build the hotels, I'm going to tell everybody black to move here. Watch it not happen now.
Oh,
No in the
my God.
Tomorrow in the street. No in the hotels. No.
You are.
My parents are black. It's cool. I
Right.
think. I never met them.
Oh, you were lying.
But yeah, so it's like a big little town or small big town in that the infrastructure, you got opera, you got
Oh, yeah, ballet.
comedy, good food, golf, which I picked up since I've been, down here.
You just picked that up?
Yeah, when I turned 50, I started playing golf. And right now I'm only 50. Mm-hmm. That's how I work on my base 10.
I thought that had been your thing for a while.
No, I just started because the cruise ships and access and cheaper golf on nice. I played yesterday at Laurel Oaks. Thank you, Taylor. And I'm playing with Les McCurdy on Friday at the Bobby Jones. By the way, on the Bobby Jones thing, I tried to get I live in Sarasota discount so I can have the a very high discount in golf. No, apparently once you cross that bridge, you're somewhere else, and I don't get the discount.
Oh, is it City of Sarasota?
Yeah, I don't know.
We
What's up with
do not
that?
live in the City of Sarasota. A little bit of Siesta Key is, but not where we're at.
Yeah, they said that second bridge, you can't claim that. I'm like, come on. So, looking
Right,
forward to
yeah.
playing that on Friday. So that, and food, and the opera, and you guys even had a Black Lives Matter parade. Come on, that means it was all Mexicans, but at least you tried. Is my point. I'm kidding. They're
Like I
laughing.
said, I gave you a warning label. I might have to flash. What is that? Explicit.
That was a
explicit, right.
joke. That's the thing. How come people don't know a joke? It's like, oh my God, that really that bothered you? I think we're getting super sensitive in the fact that the big things are still going on, and they throw you these little subtopics of pronouns and blah 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 blah. Not like they don't mean anything, but it gets you distracted from the big thing going on. I'm always watching the big thing going on, and you know what that is, right? Anyway, you're like, look how tense you are.
That is a podcast for a different day.
Or just come see me live, and then I'll give you the answer to these questions.
Yes, Steve Live talks about everything, politics and race relations
And women.
I think
border.
you do a good job of bringing things out that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Whether it is race relations or politics, and your politics might surprise some people.
People say political. I don't think I'm political. I say awake but not woke.
Right, you are
Common sense.
common
stuff.
sense,
And people go, well, that's liberal. That's conservative. So don't put the label on. Well, that's Democratic. Oh, that's Republican. I was like, don't put the label on it. Isn't that common sense?
Yeah.
Why
Right.
aren't
I
you
don't
mad?
think you could pigeonhole you into any one thing.
I'm kind of slippery that way.
You spent a lot of time in Bali this year.
Yes, I did. I went to Bali for my birthday.
29th.
And guess what happened in Bali?
What?
That's the land of detachment and the land of you need less. And I felt that as I'm flying into Bali and I land, I get a phone call from State Farm. And,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
and they totaled both
This
of
is
my
right
cars.
after the hurricane.
Right after the
Yep,
hurricane.
You had
Apparently, I got a teaspoon of salt water in the car, in the garage, sitting there minding nobody's business, and they totaled the whole thing. And the thing about my cars, yes,
They were
plural.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah, 2006, 2003, but beautiful. They had history, the last body style of this, the first body of this, the last clutch pedal M5.
So you lost the BMW and the Mercedes.
Yes.
They're gone.
I was going to say the Plymouth and the Mercury, but fine. Yes, the
Right.
BMW and the Mercedes. But they were 2003, 2006, but I loved them. You see my car. They kept them
Wasn't like a
immaculate.
V12 or something in the
V12
Mercedes.
twin
Yeah.
turbo. Yes. And they said, I said, well, I'll buy it back. They said, well, we just passed something in Florida. It's a no salvage
Oh, salvage.
state or something. So they said, we're going to crush them. I'm like,
That's what they're doing to these cars?
yes.
Oh, that is so sad.
Isn't that
I didn't
sad?
know that.
Yes. So I was happy, sad. I'm crying because somebody said, you're never going to see your car again because they tow it out and it's gone when you come back. You get money, but I
Wow.
got so sad like that. But also the relief of,
Letting go.
letting go, detachment. I don't have to start the car every 2 weeks to make sure the level thing,
Right. That's true.
all the
It is a
tires,
lot of
all
work.
the battery tender and all that stuff. And I'm a car guy, but there's a release in that. I want to pop around the world. I'm going to go to Antarctica, Ireland, Turkey, say it the right way. So having that being gone, it's like I have a sensible Toyota now. I love my Toyota Venza 2015. Put regular gas in it. Hit a curb, it's okay. It's not 16
Right, you
grand
don't
for this,
cry
and
for a
12
week.
grand for that.
Yeah.
So I'm becoming normaler.
Well, that would.
Less stuff.
Living here on Siesta Key seems like that's fitting to the person that you're becoming with all your detachment. And, we have this beautiful sand, and
Yep.
you're supposed to go out there and get grounded, take your shoes off, put
homeless
your feet
guy,
in the sand,
love
the
him.
homeless guy, right? Swimming in the water. You
And I do swim.
a lot.
You're as surprised as I am.
No, I mean for exercise. You get in the water.
I'm not like our other neighbor. He's OD. He's like out there. You want to go out 4:30 in the morning? I'm like,
right.
no,
Whether it's like 2 degrees outside or what, you know, the water's freezing. He's in. You still get in at temperatures that I would not.
Yeah, because I could swim
82,
today.
yeah.
It's nice to get out there, have the markers out there and swim all 6. That's right. You heard me. Swim all 6, Siesta Key.
All 6 markers.
People who know.
From
And then one time I swam the 6 and came back and did it back. I was like, I can actually swim. So, yeah, I'm the person that's bucking that stereotype. 840 FICO score, too.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a white guy.
Steve.
Good morning, neighbors.
White.com.
How are you? Welcome to our fair city. We have an audience of, look at all these people.
But it's a great audience today.
Would you
Thanks,
put
everybody,
your shirt
for
back
coming
on,
out.
lady? Oh, my God. So excited. So, yeah, I swim. You should swim. Best exercise, by the way.
Really? It does. It works every muscle, doesn't it?
Works every major muscle group without a lot of impact. And it's fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
So what is your favorite thing on Siesta Key? Not just Sarasota. On the island.
My neighbor.
I know that to be
pandemic neighbor.
true. Right, yes.
You at the mailbox. So cute. Never
Me
stalked
this
you.
morning when my tire was flat. Oh.
I do this thing, and I mentioned this in Bali. But I've been doing it before I went to Bali. Every time I come home to Siesta Key, I do 2 things. I always blow 3 kisses.
When you're going over the bridge.
I'm going over the bridge, and I'm grateful. And I literally, physically feel my shoulders drop. I just relax. I roll down the windows. I slow down, and I just feel my shoulders drop. Like, okay, I have this house. I can afford it. Everything's good in the world. I have a nice beach. Blah, blah. Same thing I felt when I landed in Bali. The people were sweet. They go, Om Swastiastu in the morning. People who know what that means. And my shoulders would drop. It was like a burden gets lifted off me, whether it's physical or mental or both. So I feel that, I'm home. I can afford this. It's going to be okay. And in a pinch, I could sell it. But I won't.
Right.
Without Judy.
Yes. Call
plug.
us, the Judy Burger team. We will sell it for you.
Plug. You know what I'm looking for an apartment also, a condo. You know anybody can look at, need like a realtor for that?
Oh, perhaps I can help you with that.
Something cheap, $1.5 million.
Right, yeah.
Because who knows what's going to happen with new administration and Elon Musk and all this
Well, you put a pool in, so you got a pool going in, so
Tell
you're going to...
everybody my business. Wait a second. No, I didn't. Because if my kids see this, I'm trying to surprise my kids because I'm a good dad.
Right, you have twins.
I have twins. I want to bring them out and tell them, hey, guys, this is how this is going to go. Don't tell anybody. I mean, And we're going to walk in the house and go, guys, I got some good news and some bad news. Remember the BMW and the Mercedes? You're never going to see them again. And then they're going to be standing on the porch and I hit the lights. But the good news is, and then they see the back of the pool for the very first time. Freedom pools. They're fantastic, folks. Freedom pools. And so that's how I envision surprising my kids with the pool. And they probably go,
That's great, yeah.
Great, Dad.
Well, how old are they now?
They're 21.
Oh, they are 20.
turned
Oh, that's right,
21.
21. And where did you take them?
I took them to Morocco because, again, great dad. And they spent their 21st birthday in a hot air balloon in Marrakesh watching the sunrise.
Wow, look at you.
And even the ex-wife came. Their mother came, not on the hot air balloon because she has enough hot air. Anyway, no, we love her. So we did that. My sister joined us, and then we went back to Lisbon, Portugal. So if you don't see me, if you're looking for me, chances are I'm in Portugal.
Oh, really? You liked
7th
Portugal?
Safest country in the world.
Yeah.
Shoulders drop. Good food. That's the thing, though. No matter how nice it is somewhere, if the food is killing you, Bill Gates. It's like, wow. You ever have like a strawberry when you go international? And you go, and your body goes, wow, that's what a strawberry tastes like. Or eggs, and you have some eggs in like Spain or Italy or France, and you go, oh shit,
That's what it's supposed to taste like.
and your body remembers. But with the GMOs and all that stuff, I don't know about that. Don't get me started. That's why I live in the moment, have fun right now. Because this could be over. It is not promised, this wonderful purple and blue and green marble we live on. You were saying?
Back to Siesta Key.
It is so hard to time a gummy. I'm sorry. It's a joke. That is a joke, folks. Don't do
9
drugs.
a.m.
I don't do drugs. I sell them. I'm a Republican. I'm making you laugh. That's a good thing.
Yes, you are.
You should play Tabitha from like Bewitched. You can play like a Siesta Key Bewitched. Tinkle, tinkle, tink, because you do the thing with your nose anyway. Tinkle, tinkle, tink.
Oh my God.
You're probably not old enough to even get that reference.
Yes, barely.
It was Elizabeth Montgomery.
It wasn't on when I was young, but it was the reruns were on.
Mm-hmm.
But I only had 3 channels growing up in Greencastle, Indiana. So
Plus you were born in 78, so.
Not too far off from that.
I'm triangulating is what I'm doing. By the way, where's our food?
Well, cooking. It's coming.
That's another thing I like. The little breakfast restaurants here. We got a couple. Ophelia's, love that. I ride my bicycle down there. You know, it's 5 miles from our house. Whoops. Secret's out. Down to Ophelia's, the end of the turtle thing, and turn around and come back. 5 miles.
I did know that, yeah, because, well, I was looking at it as 10 miles there and back when I ride.
You're not riding anymore?
Well, I took a little bit of a break just with the hurricanes, everything. I just got busy. My bike got in the salt water, which...
The cables are all little things. Like my cables on my bike. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing I've told people. It is the little things. It's you go to air up your tire, and I go to air up my bike tire, and water squirts out from the little tire air upper thing.
You know what we call that, right?
No.
White people problems.
No, God.
No, really, it's called white people problems. You know, my third car wouldn't start because I only have 2 battery tenders, and my life is ruined. Is it?
Right, yes. I live on a tropical island. But one of the things that people ask now is, oh, are you going to move off the island because you had a hurricane? Absolutely
Doubling
not.
down, as a matter of fact.
Right. No,
Cash
no,
offer
no,
for
no.
that house.
Let's think about this. It's winter up north. You all have snowstorms. You have 20-car pileups. You're stuck on the interstate for hours because you can't go anywhere.
We get the occasional hurricane, and you know it's coming.
Right. I can get all the way across the world. You've got at least a week.
So if you ever see the people that go, I'm going to ride it out, they're idiots. I know a lot of you did that.
Right, but
there is something.
There were a lot of people that rode out Helene, did not ride out Milton.
Yeah, well, Milton's coming right at us from across the Gulf.
And we were like, you know what? Well, I think maybe we've learned a lesson.
It's time to go to Boca.
Right.
You could drive away from them people.
Right.
But there is a thing that I wanted to stay home, but I'm like, then there would be that moment when I couldn't leave, and I'm like, I'm an ass. What am I doing?
Right.
I'm in my tub,
right.
underwater.
And nobody is coming to save me.
Yeah.
I am stuck here.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot less of that going forward. A whole lot less.
It's just a windy day. I'm going to Fort Lauderdale. It's just wind.
Right.
No, again, we never got, from what I understand, a direct hit like that in a long time, decades. And our Native American brothers and sisters lived in the Sarasota area after coming from the, Port Charlotte and Fort Myers, because over the decades, without Doppler radar, without news, they've, realized, hey, it's going to do a terrible Native American impression there. Caught myself. Hey, there's terrible storms here every 50 years. Let's keep moving.
They landed here, and they were here. Yeah, the Native Americans were here for centuries.
And not a lot of hurricanes.
And not a lot of Jim Cantori.
And no Tinder.
Or
Instagram.
How did they survive?
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's Christmas. Oh, right, yeah.
Happy holidays. Can we even say Merry Christmas anymore?
We can.
Merry Christmas, Siesta Key. I said it.
Yes, you can say Merry
And
Christmas.
I'm a black Jew.
And Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
right?
Hanukkah.
That's coming around the corner.
Happy Kwanzaa, same day.
Kwanzaa, right.
Kwanzaa is not an airline in Australia. A couple of people out there. That guy's laughing. That Chris Brown who owns everything? Who is that guy? But yeah, so live and let live. The main thing is mind your own damn business. See, that's not political. If you just mind your business, that's not elephant or donkey. Mind your business.
Right? Take care of your own business.
What are those people
and mind
doing
your
over
business.
there in the privacy of their own home? None of your business. Right?
Right.
Is that guy over there gay, straight? None of your business. Black, white? None of your business. If you can afford the island, we're all the same people.
Right.
Oh, that's why I like golf. If you're on the golf course, chances are you can afford to be here, and we have similar things without talking about them. You know,
Just playing golf.
just playing golf.
Just going for a swim. Riding your bike. Just doing your thing.
Yes.
And then you get back on the ship and...
Actually, the chips are pretty good with that because I did a Royal Caribbean over the summer, and it was this is the weirdest mix. My kids were on this cruise. Nothing but Jewish people and Palestinians on the same ship. It was
Really?
the weirdest mix. It was Jews and Muslims.
Where did it come from and where did it go?
It went out of Barcelona to Italy, and then like Civitavecchia, Firenze, Naples, and then back to Barcelona. And Steve White was dancing just like. I'm not gonna pull away from the obvious, but I still have to realize I work for a corporation and could be fired at any moment for things that come out of my mouth. And I have Negro children to provide for. No, so I was like doing like inside stuff like, hey, what deck are you on? Arafat or Rabin? And people would laugh at that. The young kids would go, I don't know what they're talking about because they're all dumb. But the adults were like, Arafat or Rabin? Pretty clever, Steve. Pretty
So was that
clever.
one of the ships that... Because I know you've got different levels of the comedy. You can do the explicit sometimes,
Right,
and then
this
you
was
have...
an R-rated show.
Explicit R-rated family show. Is that the three?
That's how
Did
it
I get it
works.
right? Okay.
Did it right. This was an R-rated show, but also I could say things that don't have curses in it that are explicit. Arafat Rabin,
right,
it's
yeah.
like innuendo and things you have to know to get. So I have to be very careful with that because I'm not like, I don't curse a lot in my show, even if it's explicit, but I can handle,
Innuendo.
darker topics, things like that, using my pupik. Anybody? Anyway, anything else? I gotta pee.
Oh, God. All right. Well,
That's why I swim so much. I pee in the key. I just wrote that.
I am never
I
getting...
pee in the key.
I am never getting in your pool. Ever. I'm going on record right now.
That's not true. You're getting in that pool.
Oh, God.
It's in our backyard.
Oh, good Lord.
Tinkle, tinkle, tink. I love her, by the way.
What am I
There,
going
it's
to do
out.
with you?
Never marry me.
Right. Deal.
Deal. Fantastic.
Old.
Sold. Anyway.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. I caught you kind of in the middle of one ship to the next, and you're leaving again.
On Saturday, I'll be on the Icon of the Seas. If you want to go out of Miami on Royal Caribbean this Saturday, I'll be your comedian for a week, all the way through Chris Mahana Quantica.
And so are you spending Christmas on the ship?
Cozumel, Mexico. I'll be Feliz Navidad. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. I'm alone, but not lonely. Big difference. And they pay me. I am going to rent a Harley Davidson and drive
nice.
around Cozumel. And then I'm going to buy Adderall. It's legal there.
It's
not-
legal here.
It's actually
Adderall.
not for me. I'm buying for a teacher. She was like, bring me some Adderall before I kill these little bastards. True story. So, and I can bring you some Latisse for your eyelashes if you need some
Nice. Latisse. You get all kinds of
Z-Packs,
stuff down there.
erythromycin, tramadol. What do you guys need? Viagra, Cialis, boom. Steve White, Siesta Key Mule.
Oh,
I'll
God.
bring you drugs. I'm kidding. Yes,
On that note,
yes.
thank you. I
Feliz
appreciate
Navidad.
you coming.
I appreciate
yes.
you.
Merry Christmas to you as
We're
well.
going to do the end kiss thing that we planned on. We planned on this big finale, folks, with
You planned on this big finale. I
all in
did
my
not
head.
plan this big finale.
the
Well,
imagination's better than anything.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Really. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you too, by the way, because you
thank
made
you.
it nice and real estate wise and all that to slip into Siesta Key life. So thank you. I had questions about homesteading and all that. You were very helpful.
Well, thank you very much. Yes. If you have questions about all that, reach out. I've got your back.
Yes, she does.
Well-
Find me a condo.
Got it.
$7.50. I lowered the price. $7.50.
That was a quick one. My typical buyer. Excellent. Well, thank you.
I'm going to LA Fitness now if you want to go work out.
Nope, I'm good. I will be hitting Siesta Key Fitness later, though.
Yes. They give you a code and a key? You have your
Yep, I have all that. Go work out. I'm doing good.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. So do you.
45 looks good on you.
I thought it was 35 earlier today.
Yeah, but you don't. Do you really want to? People do that all. Do you really
No.
want to? I'll take 35-year-old knees. I don't want to be
Right.
35.
35-year-old joints. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be lovely. But well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
You're
we'll
welcome.
have you back on again soon.
Maybe. We'll see what the numbers do. I totally understand if they go, never again.
Thank you, Siesta Key.
Ciao.
The final segment is brought to you by the law offices of Eric Fleming, specializing in real estate closings. Mr. Fleming is also the current president of the Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce. And by Gilligan's Island Bar and Grill. Experience the heartbeat of the Siesta Village's dining and social scene.
Siesta number 3.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Wow. He did not disappoint. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you ever get a chance to see Steve live, you really need to do yourself a favor and do that. He performs a lot at Visani's and down in Northport and at McCurdy's downtown. Great venues to go to if you've never seen a comedy show at either one of them. They're a lot of fun. Also hope you enjoyed the dance off. That was a lot of fun also. The Santas really got into it, and Gilligan's really knows how to throw a party. So put that on your calendar for next year. You know, Siesta Key, we do Christmas very well. We do the parade. There's a lot of stuff going on. I hope next year you can join us. I also want to say thank you for all the support we've received for the podcast. We're really enjoying this. I hope you are. We've got amazing guests lined up for 2025, and I can't wait to see what information we get out there. And I thank you again for supporting us. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and we will see you soon. Stay sunny, Siesta.
Siesta Sand Live is broadcast from Captain Kurt's Village. It's Siesta Key's home to great food, great drinks, great music, and great times. Look for the giant American flag.